Brie. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. You could be anywhere in the world, but you choose to be here with me, and I appreciate that shit. Okay, I'm gonna do like a get ready with me tag, blah 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 kind of situation. My glasses are so filthy. Oh god, I don't have my shit together. Anyway, the tag that I'm doing is the Tara Brooks beauty brand tag. It was created, I guess, in January, but I don't know. I'm gonna do it. You know, I don't care when it was created, but I'm gonna do it. So let me get my life together and see where I can put everything. I kind of rearranged my room. I hate to call it a beauty room because then that sounds really like really bougie, even though I am bougie. But I did rearrange it, and I rearranged my lighting. I mean, I don't have all those soft box. I'm working with a couple of ring lights and my vanity mirror, so if lighting looks off, you know, that's what it is. Can't apologize for it. I just don't want to invest the money. So I hope everybody's being safe and staying, you know, practicing social distancing. So anyway, let's get into it. Let me go ahead and do something with my face. I think something dropped. Yeah. Shit. Okay. Already starting off with a bang. Okay. I'm going to use, this is one of my favorites. This is the Tarte Poreless Primer. This right here. I did something kind of cool, and I'll have to show you guys in my beauty room what I did. I'm kind of proud of it. Let's go here. So the first question is, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but my hair is like blue and purple. I'm loving it. I'm going to try to like, this is the mission, is to grow this purple, leave this purple, and leave this gray. I think that will be fucking player, so that's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, and I want to grow this out, like have a bang right here. So anyway, think back to when you first started your makeup collection. Are there any brands you used then that you still use today? Tarte. Tarte is a brand that after like I bought Lorac, the Lorac Pro, and then I started buying all of Tarte's like mini palettes and the Tarte Lemon Bloom, and I even brought the Tarte that, even though I didn't like matte shadows. So Tarte was definitely one. I've sold some of them, and you know, I kind of had like a, I don't know, it was weird, and I ended up buying some of them back because I really liked them. So, question number 2: which brands have you moved on from? I could sing about this one. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what foundation I want to use. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect. I don't know if you can see that because I don't have my glasses on. I am pretty much over Too Faced at this point. Over them as a brand, like eyeshadow palette wise. Like I can't handle inconsistency like that. 1, 2, their owner is just not doing his best. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do better, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're just the shittiest, like, inconsistent brand I've ever seen in my life, and I just cannot deal with that. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. The chocolate gold is amazing. The ginger spice was amazing. But did y'all ever try that white chocolate palette? I have it. It's a hot ass mess. It's terrible. The clover palette was pretty good. I sold it though just now, just about like a week ago. I don't know. I just can't handle inconsistency. Now I love their Peach Perfect stuff, their foundation and their Peach Perfect powder. They did a good job. But at the same time, I'm over the whole Peach Perfect campaign. Like, how long are you gonna ride that motherfucker? Like, Jesus Christ. So that's how I feel about that. Number 3, are there any brands you thought were so expensive that you never bought anything from them, but now consider at least one of their products to be a holy grail? If so, which brand, which product? No. A lot of my, I mean, I have 2 drawers that I call my luxury products. I buy what I want to buy. Can I afford it every time? I don't buy it unless I can afford it. You dig? Like, I'm not going to reach into my light bill money to pay for a Natasha Denona palette. I'm not doing that. That's just a special kind of retarded. Like, I just don't, I don't know. Some people, I guess, have to worry about that kind of situation. I don't. Like, I buy what I want to buy. Like, but Natasha Denona has proven herself to me to be a reliable brand. Now, I've heard things about YSL and Givenchy and like their products and how they're not that good. Tom Ford, I had some Tom Ford shit. I think I did still have it. I got rid of my Charlotte Tilbury. I got rid of all that stuff because it wasn't good. Like, why would you pay all money for it if it's not good? Natasha, however, is good. So that's how I feel about that. You know, I saw a girl, like those Chanel little mini quads. Oh my God, I saw a girl try to use one in a video and it looked horrendous. Like, oh my God, it was so bad. And like, I don't know how much she paid for it, but I guarantee you it was a mint, you know what I mean? So no, I'm just, you know, I'm pretty much rock with Natasha and Pat McGrath. And that's pretty much it. Like, I'm not into all that other, the mayor, and I'm like, no, dude, no, I'm good on all my shit. Like, I'm good. I don't know, that's just me. Number 4, what is a popular brand that you've never tried and don't think you ever will? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Popular brand that I've never tried and I don't think I will. Ooh, man, I just don't know. Put a comment below if you know the brand, because I don't know. If you know, like, a brand that I've said that I would never try, because I just don't know. I just don't know. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that I just will not try. I'm not interested in trying or anything like that. I give most products a try, especially eyeshadow palettes. I mean, that's part of what I like to do. So yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question, but popular products. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of anything. Yeah, that's a great question. The person that created that, but I just can't answer it because I don't know. I guess in that way I'm kind of trendy, you know, like I do kind of go with trends, but for the most part I don't. When you first start out in makeup and you start collecting makeup, that's what you do. You buy the popular brands. You don't buy like shit that nobody's ever heard of, because everybody that's telling you buy this, buy this, buy this, and so I've tried all of the popular brands, you know. Now, as far as like eyeshadow palettes, like there's a couple of brands that I'll never buy from again, and one of them is like Smashbox. Like, I'm not interested in, I have one palette from Smashbox and it's okay, but I'm not going to ever buy another Smashbox because they're terrible. They're awful. They're awful. They're awful. They're awful. Like, I don't like them. You know, that's a brand that it's not that I don't want to support them, it's just like they make shitty, they just do eyeshadow shit. It's just like bad. So that's how I feel about that. Okay, what brand perfectly encapsulates your current makeup aesthetic? Ooh, that's a very, very bougie worded situation there. Probably Melt. I dig fucking Melt, dude. Like, I'm with that shit for real, for real. They are just fucking different, man. I love it. They're so different. And they're so, like, out there just doing whatever the fuck they want to do, and, you know. Now, I'm not particularly fond of brands using, like, popular culture things that are illegal. Like, in Texas, it's illegal to smoke weed. And, like, I don't think that's responsible, necessarily. So I have a problem with that. But they're doing what's wise, and they're profiting from what people are talking about and doing. That's a fucking smart business move. Can't fucking shame them for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good move. People are smoking weed left and right. Young kids want to talk about it. That's good business, you know? But I think they're just so different and out there and funky, and, like, I love the whole, like, you know, they just don't care what other people think, and I just think that's really cool. Of course, I think Natasha kind of represents, like, the classy side of me, so to speak, because underneath all this purple is a very classy woman. Like, trust me. I know how to dress. I know how in each appropriate place and stuff like that. I think Natasha represents that for me. Okay. Are there any brands that you haven't wanted to try purely because you don't like their packaging? Oh my god, I will not fuck with IT Cosmetics anymore. I used to buy their CC cream. I loved it, but that fucking pump, man, oh my god, it's so annoying. Like, you would get halfway through the foundation and it wouldn't come out, and you couldn't screw it off either. And get Fenty. Oh my god, I bought that foundation, I can't remember when, but it was like 6 months later. The pump broke. I took it apart. I took apart the pump. I took apart everything in there, put it back in, wouldn't pump. took it apart again. I just did a whole bunch of shit. Then I realized that the damn foundation had gone bad. That just really, I was not happy about that at all. Like super, super pissed off. I really felt like, dude, I just spent a grip of money. I don't like that. I'm not happy. Let me find out what I'm going to use for my eyes. Let's use the whale song. Because I haven't used it yet. So let's see. Is there a brand you've only tried because their packaging lured you in? If so, were you happy with the purchase and the product? Yeah. Where are you? Oh, here you are, right here. I've mentioned this several times, so if you've heard this, you can fast forward. This is Jessica Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. This is a very fond memory that I have of my sister taking me to this movie. I was like 10. And I have this one, and I have her eyeshadow palette over there, and I have the highlighter as well. My sister taking me to the movie, and my sister's 15 years older than me, so she was like 25 at the time. And we took in a big purse, and we filled it with candy and stuff like that. I just remember how, like, what a big girl I felt like. Like, I felt like, I don't want to cry, but I just really remember, like, thinking how much my sister loved me, and so I remember that very, very vividly, like very vividly. So that when that collection came out, I didn't even look at in the inside of the palette. I bought it immediately. I didn't look at any of that shit. I wanted it all. I just wanted it all. And when I contemplated getting the compact, and it went on sale, and I was like, thank you, God, and I got it. So, and it sits right up here. Yeah, so that's very important. Some would say drugstore and mid-range prices are starting to overlap. What drugstore beauty brand are you guilty of making this happen, and what are your thoughts on rising drugstore makeup prices? Freaking NYX. Jesus, man. What is with that $30 swear by it palette? I have it, but I didn't pay $30 for it. I paid like, I think it was like 10, because I had all kinds of coupons and shit like that. It's excellent, but it's not $30 excellent, dude. Like, what the fuck is NYX trying to do? No. Either, and then the packaging is not representative of $30. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do $30, you got to come with it, bro. Like, you can't do that. No, I'm just not interested in that shit. Everything is super, their foundation is super expensive. Everything is super expensive. Like, no, where's my little thing? I don't know what to do with it. Their foundation is super expensive. Just all of their stuff is really expensive, and it's like not cool because you're supposed to be like a drugstore brand, and you're not. You're like coming up with these prices, and it's not fun. And then sometimes the products are really shitty. Like, nobody wants to pay $14 or $19.99 for an eyeshadow palette, and it'd be lame. So NYX is number one. Milani also, I think their products are very, very good, but you know, just as good as NYX, but their prices are rising steadily too. And so that's a little bit annoying for me because I like Milani a lot. I don't really care for NYX necessarily. I love their butter lipsticks, but I don't really care for them necessarily. So those are two that I can think of. With an anti-consumeristic mentality starting to take hold in YouTube beauty space, are there any brands you feel a loyalty towards? If so, why? Okay, of course, I've already said Natasha Denona, Juvia's Place, Milk Cosmetics, Sydney Grace, trying to think if there's anybody else. Pretty much any indie brands that kind of represent my aesthetic, any kind of black-owned businesses, I really have an allegiance to. OPV, I'm really into OPV. I like them a lot. So those are the brands that I kind of have a loyalty or allegiance to. One, because they produce really great products, and two, because most of the brands that I am loyal to are women-owned, or women are minorities, or they are, you know, people of color owned. And so I rock with that, of course. So being that I'm both. How's that look? Well, that's what it looks like. I don't give a shit. What's the next question? Have you ever felt betrayed by a brand? If so, what? How the hell could I feel betrayed by? What the hell does that mean? Like, no. we're not friends. How are you betraying me? Like, did you just, like, listen, sometimes brands do shitty stuff, but I don't feel personally attacked by it. They didn't come to my house and fuck with me, so I'm like, why would I be? No. I think people, I don't know. I definitely have a loyalty to certain brands in particular, and I talk about them all the time, like Natasha Denona. But, like, I don't feel, like, even like with Jeffree Star, okay? You guys know I don't really care for him. I never will, I don't think. But I don't feel like the things he's done or is doing is personally against me. You know, I think it represents his character, but I don't think he's saying these things and doing these things to me, you know? I just think it's shitty, you know? So, unless he comes to my house and calls me an NIGGER or a fat pig or whatever he would say. I don't know what he was. I'm just making stuff up. I'm not saying he would do it. I'm just saying unless he comes to my house and cusses me out, I'm not mad. Like, dude, do whatever. This is the thing, dude. These companies are run by people, and people are human, and humans make mistakes. So I think people forget that. And they give these brands like some kind of like, you know, floating in the sky, everything is going to be fine kind of mentality, that they're gods. These brands are run by people, sometimes very inexperienced people. People that don't know shit about business. People that don't even have college degrees. And I'm not saying anything about that, but I'm saying, like, these are not people that are, like, trained in the, you know, business world. They kind of wanted to do something, and it happened. That's what I think. And if I'm wrong, correct me, but I don't think any of these major brands, like Jeffree Star, even Dominique Cosmetics, I don't even think they had a college degree in business. I think they got lucky. They worked hard at YouTube and got noticed. And that's how it happens. And I'm not hating on them for that. I'm just saying, like, these are not people that necessarily know how to operate in a manner that is indicative of business. You know what I'm saying? They're human people. And they're learning and growing and trying to figure it out the best they can. That's okay. So I'm done with that one. Okay, are there any brands that you feel give off exclusivity vibes? No, I don't think it went off. Did my camera go off? No, it didn't. Okay. Are there any brands that you feel that give off exclusivity vibes, making you feel you aren't cool, rich, or pretty enough to buy from? Get out. Fucking hell no. Even if it was like an exclusive thing, I still would bump up in that bitch and do what I want. You understand? Like, even if it was like, they told me specifically, Bougie Brie, you cannot come in here. The hell, I still would. You know what I'm saying? I would break up the party just because I wanted to. No one's going to tell me what I can and cannot do. No one. And I don't feel like I'm excluded or whatever. I definitely think there's some brands like Givenchy and La Mer that cater to white people more than they do black people, because that's their market. That's where they make money. That's the smart move. It's not, I mean, why would they cater to me? You know, I'm not the one with all the money. I'm just telling you like it is. So, anyway. What's the worst choice? Fatigue, excluding exhaustion from too many makeup releases, or lackluster quarterly launch from a brand that you're typically excited about? Well, I'm pretty much over ColourPop, like over them. Like, I don't give a like, I was really into the monochromatic monochromatic 9-pan palettes. I was really into them, and I was really digging them. But it just became like, once they started putting glitters in them, I was like, nope, I'm done. Yeah, I really was like just disappointed completely. And then when they started just doing it like every week, it's like every fucking week they were doing something. I was like, nah, dude, I'm good. Like, I'm straight. I don't need. I'm good on ColourPop. Now, once in a while they will come out with something like, I like that Going Coconuts palette. I think it's cute. But I have neutral palettes, you know. But it's really nude. Like, that's the thing I was thinking about the other day. It's really, really nude. I did just pick something up from Ulta that is ColourPop. I think it's Nude Mood. I think that's what it's called. It's really pretty too. So, you will see a declare video, or you might have already seen it, of the stuff I've declared. I've done a really good job at decluttering stuff. I think I've decluttered over 100 different items, so I'm super happy about that. Okay. Have brand trips or sponsored videos ever made actually interested in the pro? No, no, I don't give a shit about that. Brand trips and sponsored videos never make me interested in anything. They never sway they never sway how I feel. I feel how I feel and I buy what I want. Done. Are there any indie brands that you hope to see sold at Ulta or Sephora? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'd like to see OPV. I'd like to see Sosu. I'd like to see Sosu. Those are both brands that are out of Europe. I'd like to see. Let me look and see what I got up here. Oh, the Beauty Crop. I'd like to see them. H Beauty. I'd like to see them. I have some stuff framed up here. That's what I'm looking at. Those type of brands. That's what I like to see. Okay, last question. If you could give any beauty brand a rebranding, which brand would it be, and what elements of the brand would you modify? I would totally redo Too Faced. All that cutesy wootsy, I would get rid of all of that, and I would make it a more mature line for everybody. I think all their makeup looks like it's from Claire's, and it has the quality of Claire's makeup. And I would just really go hard at investing time into like mid-range people, 20s, 30s, stuff like that, while still catering to teenagers. I would just redo all that. All that cutesy shit, it gets on my nerves, man. There's an aesthetic that you can have that draws in people, like Melt. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of somebody else off the top of my head. Like Judy's Place. They have an aesthetic, they work with it, it's beautiful. Everybody talks about their packaging, just the construction of the palette, this color story, they draw people in with that, and they stick with that. It works for them. So I would totally redo. And Smashbox too. Smashbox is boring. I can't stand their shit. It's so boring. It's so basic. Like, oh my god, do something. Like, they don't do anything. They don't have anything on any part of their line that's attractive to normal people. So I don't know. That's just me. Is that it? That's it. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to say, this whole YouTube thing is for fun for me. If you're offended, guess what? You'll be okay. Like, I'm just up here having fun, guys. So if you get offended, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. If you leave a shitty comment, that's fine. I told my friend Cherry I was going to do that. If you want to leave a thumbs up, fine. If you want to leave a thumbs down, fine. Either way, I hope you have a great day. So I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.